South Africa has officially taken center stage on the global platform as it hosts the G20 Summit, and for the first time ever, this massive gathering of world powers is happening on African soil. This moment is not just historic, it's symbolic. It represents Africa, demanding a louder voice in how the world's economy, climate, and development policies are shaped. The theme for South Africa's G20 presidency is simple but powerful: solidarity, equality, sustainability. And throughout the summit, South Africa has been pushing for the world to pay attention to the issues that matter most to developing countries. One of the biggest focus areas is global inequality. South Africa launched a new G20 task force, led by the world-famous economist Joseph Stiglitz, to investigate how wealth is distributed globally and how unfair systems keep poorer nations trapped. The goal is to reshape global economic rules so they benefit everyone, not just the richest nations. Another major topic is climate justice. African countries are some of the least responsible for global warming, but they are the ones suffering the most from droughts, floods, and extreme weather. South Africa has been demanding stronger climate commitments and real financial support for developing nations, not just promises. The summit has also put a spotlight on debt. Many developing countries are struggling under crushing debt that makes it hard for them to grow. South Africa is pushing for fairer debt restructuring and long-term solutions that will help countries recover and build stronger economies. But the story of the summit isn't only happening inside conference rooms. Across South Africa, thousands of women took to the streets to protest against gender-based violence. The pressure was so intense that the government declared GBV a national disaster right before the summit. This forced world leaders to confront the issue and discuss how gender equality and safety should form part of global development. Of course, the summit has not been without drama. The United States decided to boycott the meeting entirely, citing political tensions. This created a major diplomatic moment, especially when President Ramaphosa refused to hand over the ceremonial G20 gavel to a low-ranking U.S. official, something that broke tradition and made headlines around the world. Despite the tensions, South Africa pushed forward and successfully delivered a G20 leaders' declaration. The declaration includes commitments to climate action, reducing global inequality, and strengthening gender equality. Many see this as a big win for South Africa and the continent, because it places African priorities at the heart of global decision-making. In the end, the G20 in South Africa is more than just a meeting. It's a turning point. For decades, decisions about Africa were made far away, with little African input. But this year, South Africa has shown the world that Africa is no longer standing on the sidelines. It is leading, influencing, and demanding fairness. This summit might be the beginning of a new era, one where Africa's voice finally carries the weight it deserves.